It is the 2023 Men's Golf Championships at Stanford Golf Course in the South Bay in Northern California. Day one of 3 days in what has been a beautiful weekend thus far to crown a Pac-12 champion. Some of the best players and teams in the nation, and certainly NCAA championship hopefuls in town, where it's 79 degrees, partly cloudy, and almost no wind. Take a look at the competition format. 72 holes of stroke play over 3 days. Lowest 5 scores on the team count, 6 players per team, individual and team champions. Stanford Golf Course hosting for the 10th time in its history, the most played course in the championship rotation. First played back in 1960, last played in 2011. And the home course for Michael Thorbjornsen, the junior from Massachusetts. He'll be teammates on the Palmer Cup Team USA team with ASU's Preston Summerhays, the 9th-ranked golfer in the nation. And the first of 2 rounds on Friday, we start with Thorbjornsen's tee shot on the par 3 third, with birdies on number 1 and number 2 to begin his round. Thorbjornsen in great shape to try and birdie 3 straight to start. The longest par 3 on the course at those 215 yards, and that's what he does. Birdie, birdie, birdie. And now Preston Summerhays on 1. This is his 10th hole of the day. He started on the back 9, his 3rd shot. This is a 521-yard par 5. So this is for birdie to get to 5 under, and he drops it in. Now Aaron Dew, the junior from Cal, 5 rounds in the 60s this year for Dew. And that is a birdie on the 500-yard par 5 16th. 2 holes remaining for Dew in round number 1. Now the tee shot on 2. Preston Summerhays already with a ton of postseason experience. He won in match play, both in the NCAA quarters and semis last year. Here's his 2nd shot. It's a 483-yard par 4. And he is in birdie position again. What a shot. To get to 6 under. And Summerhays, the co-leader, with a couple of birdies to start his second 9. Now on 18, finishing hole for Dew, the native of Beijing who prepped at Lake Mary in Florida, just outside of Orlando. This is a 457-yard par 4. And that par makes Dew the co-leader as he finishes the round at 6 under par. A couple holes behind him. Let's go back to Michael Thorbjornsen. Tee shot on the par 3 17th, 185 yards. Thorbjornsen played the first 3 par 3s of the day at 1 under, looking for another birdie, and he drains it. And so 3 straight birdies and 4 in the last 5 holes, headed into 18. Here's his 2nd shot on 18, where Dew just parred. And he'll have that for birdie to try and become the solo leader. And now a par to be the co-leader. And he's got it. So a hot start and a hot finish for Thorbjornsen. Now Preston Summerhays finishing up on 9, his final hole of the round. That long birdie try just misses. And so a par here, tap in, and Summerhays a stroke back at 6 under par. You saw that eagle on the front. And so Summerhays with a very strong first round. The sophomore.
What a great day.
So take a look at the first round leaderboard. Sam Renner of Washington State in at 7 under. 3 Arizona State Sun Devils on that leaderboard as well. Now on to the second round. Michael Thorbjornsen, first tee of round number 2. It's a 521-yard par 5. Remember, he started round 1 with 3 straight birdies. First group went off for this second round at 1 o'clock Pacific. He's the co-leader. And despite what you saw him signaling there on the tee shot, he's got this look at eagle. And he nearly dropped it in. So he will tap in for birdie and a good start to round number 2 for the young man playing on his home course. Now ASU's Preston Summerhays, 6th hole, 361-yard par 4, 15th. He birdied this hole in the first round earlier today. And that puts himself in great position for a birdie here in the second round after a couple of early bogeys. And there's the birdie. So back to +1 for the day. And still plenty of time. Here's his tee shot on 16. It's his 7th hole, par 5. This is a big scoring chance. It's a 500-yard hole, and it yielded the most birdies on the first day of the Pac-12 championships. Second shot on 16, thinking eagle. That's what he did here in the first round, and that is what he'll have a chance to do again. And there it is, another eagle, his first of this round, and after those 2 bogeys, he's back to 1 under. Now the tee shot on 17. This is a par 3, 185 yards. This was a par in round number 1 for Summerhays. But he likes this, a birdie chance and a spot atop the leaderboard for the co-lead. That's perfect. A very quick rebound for Summerhays, and that's got him to 8 under for the championship. And a big smile. Now after the turn, it's the first hole, his 10th hole of the day. His second shot on the 521-yard par 5. And that is in a beautiful spot, nearly right at the pin. And this will be a chance at eagle for him, and he'll get a little peek at the line. Trying to make it his 3rd eagle of the day. He had 1 in the first round and then 1 in this round already. But he can't quite drop it in. To get to 9 under and a birdie for the lead. He's got it. Now we'll go to number 3. He parred the second hole. This is a 215-yard long par 3. This was a par for him in round 1. Remember, this is holes 3 and 4, back-to-back par 3s at Stanford. For birdie. To try to get to 10 under. And he drains it. And this has been, after those 2 bogeys, a completely different round for Summerhays. Now another par 3 on number 4. 6 under in the last 7 holes, trying to stay hot. And that'll be another birdie chance. This was a 168-yard par 3. And Summerhays has caught fire. Wow, another birdie. That's 5 birdies and an eagle in his last 8 holes after the 2 bogeys. Here's Colorado's Dylan McDermott, a sophomore from nearby Granite Bay in the Sacramento area. This is his finishing hole. It's the 9th hole, 365-yard par 4, and that was his second shot. So a great position for what should be a birdie for McDermott to try to get to 8 under. And he is right within reach of the lead.
Great playing stuff.
Now Thor Bjornsson for birdie on 14. Trying to chase down Summerhays. Drops that in. That's the par 3 14th. So he's at 9 under. And now looking for another birdie on 15. This is a par 4. And he's right back at it. And 10 under for Thor Bjornsson. Par 5 16th coming up. This is his second shot now. 500-yard par 5. He birdied his first hole. Since then, 12 straight pars. And now he's got a chance to make it 3 straight birdies. Trying to get to 11 under par. Summerhays has been on a tear, and Thor Bjornsson has kept up now. 3 straight birdies for him. He bogeyed the par 3 17th, so he fell back to 10 under. And now this is his second on 18. 457-yard par 4. That's a great shot. So a chance to pull back into a tie with Summerhays. If he can get this birdie. 11 under par. And you can see there's the front, the birdie, and then all the pars. And then another hot finish in round number 2 for Thor Bjornsson. So now Summerhays on 9. This is his finishing hole. He's at 11 under. Second shot on the par 4, 365 yards on this 9th hole. And so he'll need that for birdie to become the 36-hole leader. Probably dissatisfied from just about the moment he contacted that putt. A big hop there. So now for par. And he's tied with Thor Bjornsson, a first round 6 under 64 and now a 5 under 65 in the second round for the nation's 9th ranked player. And as you would expect, 2 of the nation's best tied atop the leaderboard with Dylan McDermott pulling his Buffs along. 2 other Sun Devils on that leaderboard. And how about the Cougs filling out the group? Arizona State in first place, Colorado right behind, and then some separation, and Stanford at home in at 5th. Round 3 action begins 10 a.m. on Saturday.